Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful evening and day so far. I hope the audio levels are good the way that they are, as I'm still busy jumping around and tweaking a few things from moving over to a new setup. So yeah, bear with us, bear with me, and let's see how this leg three of the Namibian Motorsports Digital Racing Championship for Circuit unfolds before our eyes. As we can see, the guys are coming into the last 4 minutes 12 seconds of qualifying. We have John de Toy in first, Adrian Nel in second, Richard Cillier in third, Reino Berger in fourth, Willie van Wyk, a newcomer to sim racing and also a very newcomer to Assetto Corsa Competizione, who they actually had to drop the server safety rating just so he can get in tonight. Not that that speaks any volumes regarding his driving style or anything, but yeah, he's very, very new to ACC at the moment. Mornay de Toy literally got his computer back today to be able to drive JP Cillier, the brother of Richard Cillier. We all know him from previous races. And then Donovan Vermaak, also not an old driver at all, but also just getting his sim rig set up or his computer and everything set up tonight after work. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting race. Unfortunately, leg two of this event was not able to be live streamed due to me not being available to stream it. We do have those results, however. That was held on the 24th of April. John de Toy coming in first, Richard Cillier in second, Michael Rust in third. Unfortunately, Michael Rust is still on his way, traveling back from Johannesburg for business. JP Cillier fourth, Chantal Talliard fifth, Leon Berger sixth, and Jay Kutsia. Who's Jay Kutsia? Yanni Kutsia in seventh. Unfortunately, he did not finish that previous round. So yeah, let's see how it goes with these last few rounds of the broadcasting. Let's see how Willie van Wyk is doing, getting to grips with that Ferrari. Fairly smooth. Can utilize a little bit more of the track. But yeah, not too bad at all. Of course, we are coming to you live from Watkins Glen over in the USA. Beautiful, beautiful track. I think it was founded in 1956 or something like that. Long years ago. I wasn't born then. I don't even think I was a. I don't even think I was a thought back then. Donovan Vermaak also jumping in at the last minute into the race. It's quite good to see 8 people on track for a middle of the year dash. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The race is 1 hour long, full 60 minutes, and they also have a mandatory pit stop of 25 seconds for refuel, if I remember correct. So yeah, again, doesn't matter with how much fuel or how little fuel you start the race, you have to go in for a minimum of 25 seconds to refuel or do something. You have a pit stop of 25 seconds that you have to take, and that always mixes up the pack. Seeing as there is, I think, Donovan overcooking it ever so slightly. Let's see how Ronaldo is doing. Oh, that Ford sounds amazing. As I was saying, so I believe there is a 10-minute window in the race where you have to take this 25-second pit stop, and that then always shuffles the grid a bit. So yeah, taking that pit stop does definitely shuffle things up usually. Chandra de Toy, the man currently leading qualifying as we go into the last 1 second of qualifying. Is he? Let's have a look here. Timetable, yep. John de Toy first place, RJNL second place, Richard Cillier third place. Well, we can still see them running into the last lap now. If they cross the finish line now, some things might change, but I doubt it as there's no purple sectors. Oh, the first and third place separated by 900ths of a second. Barely is not even a second. Fourth place. Oof. Fourth place, second place separated by a second. Genre having a little bit of problems. Oop, wrong button. And there we go. End of qualifying. So, with that said, we'll be right back as soon as the race starts. There we are. All the guys back on the grid. And then as soon as it says green, then we're on green. I think they still have, sorry, my apologies. They still have about 1:20, the countdown timer running. See, we'll get them a nice heli view here for the start. And then we wait patiently for this 1 hour race to kick off. See a few pebbles there on the start line or on the starting straight. That little black, those little black marks that you can see there on the track on the right hand side of the track. That's old rubber coming from cars running that at super speeds down the straight. So there's going to be a slightly dirty straightaway or dirty on the pull away. That might affect them, but we'll have to wait and see. Helicopter pilot doing an amazing job at keeping this camera as steady as possible.
20 seconds. 10 seconds.
I do believe they have a formation lap now. So, John de Toy in the red, white, and black Lamborghini in front from Panda City Infiltrate Racing, I believe it is. Adrian Nell also currently partaking in a almost having a little whoopsie there. Adrian Nell also currently partaking in the Formula 4 series running in South Africa. I think it's the Investchem series or something like that. Richard Cellier in third. Really do like those colors, the blue, yellow, and black. Then Renando Berger, the Ford Performance Mustang just behind him as well. Willie van Wyk, the rookie, the newcomer, but Willie also being a real life rally navigator and also a V8 oval track racer, dirt oval track racer. JP Cellier, brother of Richard Cellier in third, also not at all old or not a new racer at all. Also having done quite a few hundred hours and quite a few hundred laps below his belt, so it's definitely going to be interesting. We have Mornay de Toy, the man with the new PC, the father of John de Toy. If you missed that in leg one when we also mentioned it, also running a Lambo, and last but not least, not at all least, Donovan Vermaak. So it's going to be an interesting start. And if I'm not mistaken, coming up the last straight now. No, sorry. My bad. Also, we gotta say, or I have to mention, our sponsors. Thank you to DICT, the guys making sure that our servers run when they need to run. You can find them in Windhoek in our capital city. ProX Auctioneers, Renando Berger, Leon Berger, the two guys behind the screens making sure that everything happens on time and that all the paperwork and everything gets sorted out as it should be sorted out. And then also another sponsor that we have that's unfortunately not on the track tonight, SEMA Racing, CDC Drilling, same company. They've actually sponsored us a proper generator, genset. You guys must know in Southern Africa, electricity is always usually a problem. So they actually sponsored a very, very proper Atlas Copco genset to whoever wins this series, combined with the points of the rally series. We also have a rally series running, which unfortunately doesn't get streamed red. So yeah, the combined points winner gets a very nice Atlas Copco genset sponsored by CDC. I believe it's a flying start. We'll see shortly. Yeah, it will be a flying start, definitely. Or rolling start. So, not long, and they're going to be A for away. See what happens.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
And it's green. Off they go. Let's hope they remember that the race isn't won in the first turn. Very, very clean into turn one. Good stuff. In the front there you can see Adrian chasing John Ray ferociously. Ronaldo braking nice and early, keeping the space. And Willie not such a rookie at all. Keeping up with the guys. Believe we're gonna have a very nice battle here between Willie and Mornay. We'll see how it goes. JP, Donovan settling into the groove. Oh, a little wide for Mornay. Oh. See what's going on here in the front. Adrian now. Let's change our angles a little bit. So as we know, Jandre, it looks like he's literally just dropping into that pace and he's just gonna create gaps. But Adrian is not someone that you should give a gap to. He will capitalize. And as you can see, the pack is actually still quite nicely together. Let's see. Looks like we have a tight battle brewing between these three in front here. Oh, not in front. 5th, 6th and 7th. I think this is where the action is going to be this race. Oh, Mornay overcooking it slightly. Oh, and there goes Willie and Ronaldo. Oh. Not the way that you want the third lap of the race to be. Or the third minute of the race to be at. We still have Ronaldo. A lot of damage to his car, and unfortunately now he has to wait for that pit window to open before he can go in for any repairs. Oh, that just sucks. Damn, man. Unfortunately, it looks like his steering is buggered and everything is buggered, but let's hope he continues on and waits for that pit window to open. First, second and third, all quite close to each other. Let's see, Richard Cillier within 2 seconds, 1.9 seconds of Chandra de Toy. So one little mistake and Richard can still capitalize. Mornay de Toy running in 4th. Obviously, he's going to be very happy about that. It's points in the bag. Obviously, from 1st to 10th place, all of them score points. So actually today, no matter what position the guys end up in, everybody's got some championship points in the bag. So I believe Willie also would have had a little bit of damage to his car with that impact with Ronaldo. Oh, Fernando retired to pit or maybe asked to be towed back to pit. I'm actually not sure. Let's jump on board with Jandre. There we go. So now you can actually see more or less what Jandre is seeing. Jump back to this wing cam as it seems Adrian is quite close. Adrian pushing very aggressively. Trying to make up the gap. Now, as they say, I think there was a movie or something in which they said it's slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So it doesn't always help in these, especially in these cars, to push as hard as you can, brake later or so on. Just keep consistent, keep on the lines, and the times will come by themselves. See, Mornay in third. And Richard Sellier dropped all the way down to 7th. What happened to Richard? We missed that. Damn it. Pardon? Pretty sure whatever happened there, Richard will not be happy about that. Willie van Wyk still pushing strong, no issues, solid 5th place. But Donovan is chasing on him. Let's see if we can quickly get this timetable brought up. 3 seconds. Between Donovan and Willie. 9. 2.1. 2.1 seconds between Donovan and Willie. So Donovan seems to be catching. We'll have a look shortly. Oh, that's bad luck for Richard, unfortunately. Jean-Pierre Sellier chasing hard on Mornay. Let's see if we can get that wing cam back. Go back trackside. What is going on with our two front runners? It seems unfortunately that Richard is a lap down. Oh! That was not a nice move. That was not a nice move. Seems that Mornay definitely has sustained some damage to his car there. It doesn't seem like he properly wants to steer the way that it should steer, or maybe user error. I don't know. Willie van Wyk going into the pit now, it seems. See, yeah, he's definitely going into the pit. I'm not sure if this is part of the mandatory pit stop or if his car is just too damaged to carry on. I guess we'll see. Mornay chasing hard at Donovan. Let's get that wing cam. I can promise you at this moment Donovan is definitely feeling the pressure. Oh, Porsche getting a little bit tail happy. Willie's still in the pits. Fernando with a brand new polished car. once again, no matter the position tonight, as long as you finish the race, it's championship points in the bag. Vili is out of the pits and still ahead of Renando, so we might actually, depending on the gap between them, might actually see something brewing between Renando and Vili a little bit later on. Mornay still battling to get to Donovan. JP, Jean-Pierre, just cruising along, happy with his third place. Richard fighting to get back. And the gap between these two staying more or less, the gap between these two staying more or less the same. 17 minutes into the race. It seems that everyone has fairly settled into a rhythm. I think the only person at this moment pushing to make up places is, where is he now? Mr. Richard Cillier. I mean, he was third and he dropped all the way down. I wish we would have caught that incident or saw what happened there. Most likely someone will say something after the race and we'll go look at the replay. Yeah, it's never fun when something like that happens, but it's part of racing, man. Mornay de Toy still chasing after Donovan. Oh, overcooking the corner. Let's see if something is happening between Renando and Mr. Van Wyk yet. If you look at the right side of the screen, there's a track map. So there is space for the gap to be closed. There's definitely enough time. You can see in Renando's view, he's got Vili in his sights. So there's definitely time. Let's see how this chase unfolds. Renando also driving very, very consistent lap times. You can also see here from John Ray's perspective, they are Oh no, Ronaldo, I believe, has spun out, and there we have the leaders catching up. I hope he sees them. We missed that again. We moved just at the wrong time. Damn it. And now he has to battle to get past them and get back to Willie, make up that time that he just lost. Maybe you can see in Adrian's view that Lambo just being within reach, but oh so far away. See what's happening. Where's Mr. Van Wyk? How far away is he? Okay, well, he's basically got that entire straight length from the front runner, so he's fine for now. Mornay still giving it his all to try and get to that Porsche. It does seem, not sure. Let's have a look at this. I'm not sure. There was a car in front of Richard, or I saw it on the track map. I'm not sure who it is. If it is possibly him catching up to Mornay, Toya and Donovan for Mark. Don't know what happened there. It seems we had a little bit of an issue. Jape is still running, Donovan's still running. Adrian Nell just put in the quickest lap. Did he? Or he currently has the fastest lap of the race. And it does seem that he is catching up to John Renell. It seems that way. John de Toy.
Pit window is opening.
So yes, now the drivers have the 10 minutes to do their compulsory 25-second pit stop. Let's see what happens between these two, what type of pit strategy they will use. Adrian, oh, it almost seemed as if he tried to go around the outside. Not sure what happened there to John Ray. These two definitely not giving the space, or not giving space to each other. Rubbing is racing, my friends. Rubbing is racing. They are coming up to a back marker. I believe that is Willie van Wyk. Yeah, that's Willie van Wyk up there in front. So that'll obviously also, as soon as they catch him, that'll slow them down a bit. So we'll see. Oh, okay, Willie is going in for his mandatory pit. So that makes it a little bit easier. Some very nice racing there between these two. Let's see what's happening along the field. Ronaldo up in 7th. I believe he passed Willie, who's in the pit. Richard 6th. Okay, so Richard is chasing Ronaldo again, if I'm not mistaken. Sounds like it. Willie in the pit. Jean-Pierre in his rhythm in 3rd. Not a care in the world, not a car close to him. Oh, bad luck for Mornay. Knocking the wall there in the back. But you know what they say, the race ain't over until, or it's not over until the fat lady sings, so a lot of things can still change. I hope the drivers take into consideration that they have to do their pit stop. Willie's still in the pits. Adrian now in 1st. Okay, John Reddy is taking his pit stop. So let's see how Adrian does on those tires. I think Adrian is going to try and build as much a lead as what he can. Possibly put on the next lap. See if he can gain his, or not gain, keep his 1st place. While the other guys are doing their pit stops. Ronaldo chasing Richard, these two always have a very nice dice between them. Oh, I think Ronaldo is struggling with worn tires, I believe. I'm not sure. Seems that way. Or he should maybe just up his traction control by 1 click. But yeah, as we heard crew chief say there, we're halfway through the race, only 30 more minutes remaining. Willie van Wyk still in the pits. I'm not sure if he's... Oh, he's disqualified. Why would Willie van Wyk be disqualified? Let's see if we can see something on here. That's sad. That's an unfortunate turn of events. Adrian now completing his pits. His pit stop. Where's John de Toy? John de Toy, I think, will now be one lap down. He'll now be one lap down. No, he's not one lap down. He's only 45 seconds behind. Wanted to say something took a little bit long to update there. So John de Toy back in the lead. Adrian now not far behind him. Not far at all behind him. So towards the end of the race, if even so far, we'll see a battle between these two again, definitely. Jean-Pierre, I think, is in for his pit stop now. Donovan in for his pit stop. Richard coming in for his pit stop now. And Renando possibly deciding, listen, I'm gonna wait. I'll have them do the pit stop. I'll come in on the next lap. There is still time. Can we see whether they have all done their pit stops or not? One pit stop, one pit stop, one pit stop. I have to love the green and black liveries on that Lambo. Or yellow and black. Who is he chasing? Jean-Pierre. So there might be a battle brewing between these two shortly. I only just noticed now on Jean-Pierre's livery the black on black Mustang logos. That actually looks really nice. I thought the car was just solid black. That looks really nice. See what else is brewing where. Renando going in for his pit stop now. Oh, who do we have here that spun out? Oh no, Donovan? Was that Donovan? Where's Donovan? Donovan. Yeah, it was Donovan. Oh, that looks like fatal damage, most likely. I believe Donovan is stuck on that wall. Well, that then leaves space for Richard to move up to 5th place without any hassles. And then he can be on the chase of Mornay and his brother. So he's still got 25 minutes to bake the potatoes.
The pit window is closing now.
So we'll see whether Donovan comes out of the pits. Renando coming out now. So John Redato is still in first place. Adrian now trying very hard to chase him down in second. Jean-Pierre Salier, the calmest driver of this entire race, I believe, still hanging around in third place. John Ray now approaching his dad. Gonna have to overlap his or pass his dad. His dad got the blue flag. Mornay de Toy has got the blue flag now. So let's see. There we go. Mornay giving the space, tapping off. See, that's the proper way, the nice gentlemanly way to do it. Let's get Adrian's point of view there. See him chase down John Ray. But their pace is so close to each other. But Adrian being on fresh tires now, fresh fuel or full fuel and everything, might work in his favor a little bit. Doesn't sound like Richard is driving very hard at all. Let's go back to a trackside view. Oh, Ronaldo almost losing it there. Again, another gentlemanly way of Mornay opening up for Adrian. We can also see John Ray approaching who I believe to be Jean-Pierre Salier. Yeah, it sounds like it. Yes, definitely. So let's see, when the blue flag comes out, what happens here. Let's get that wing view again that we love. Jean-Pierre also opening up beautifully. Donovan's still in the pits probably for either repairs or he decided to retire, but then there would have been a DNF next to his name. I believe he's still doing... Yeah, he's still in the pits, I guess. Honestly not sure, but I guess he's still in the pits. Let's see if we can see the gap between Mornay and Richard. There we go. Adrian now also approaching JP Celia now again. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Oh, it's our friend Andre. It's who's chasing him. Adrian once again. Last 15 minutes of the race. So apparently something happened again. Or something happened to Adrian. We keep on missing all the action, ladies and gentlemen. Something had to have happened to Adrian where Jean-Pierre managed to get past Adrian again. See if Willie Donovan. So in a sense, Richard is catching up to Mornay. I just don't know if the race will be long enough. So yeah, not much action going on in the last 13 minutes of the race. Two cars out, one disqualified, one most likely irreparably damaged in the pits. Adrian drifting it wide or drifting it very, very loose. It's not the way that you really drive a GT3 car, but okay. And John Ray just settling into his groove. Fernando still driving like crazy, trying to get caught up to Richard. Trying to. There you go. Yeah. I I don't want to drop a streamer's curse on anybody, but I believe this will be the finishing standings. Unless something catastrophically happens. Oh, as I said earlier, it's not over until the fat lady sings. So let me not say that these are the final standings. Let's not say that. Yeah, currently first place John Editoy, second place Adrian L, third place Jean-Pierre Celia, fourth place wait, fourth place Mornay Toy, fifth place Richard Celia, sixth place Ronaldo Berger, seventh Donovan Vermaak, who's currently unfortunately in the pits. Where's Donovan? We lost Donovan. Where's Donovan? There's Donovan in the pits. Eighth place disqualified, unfortunately. Willie van Wyk. We'll find out after the race why Willie got disqualified. We don't know at the moment. It does seem that Richard is catching up to Mornay. It does seem that way if we look on the track map on the right hand side. It might be that we'll have a very, very nice battle towards the last 2 minutes of the race or so. Richard is by no means a slow driver at all. Let's jump on board with him. Oh, apologies. There we go. I can promise you that if Mornay is aware of Richard behind him, Mornay is feeling the pressure at the moment. So let's see what happens in the last 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And there we go, Richard in fourth. As we said, the race isn't over until the fat lady sings. Well done. So Adrian overcooked it again. I think we missed it while we were watching the battle now with Richard and Mornay. Because JP is ahead of Adrian again. We keep on missing action here in front. And Genre is just like, almost want to say on a Sunday, I wouldn't say a Sunday drive, because he's not going slow at all. But yeah, he's just waiting for the 6 minutes and 55 seconds to run out. See what's going on with Adrian. Oh, Adrian's car looks bent if you look at the angle of the steering wheel. Adrian definitely kissed the wall or something. Nonetheless, still second place. Apologies. Oh, Adrian kissing the wall again. We caught that. We caught that. Lambo of Mornay Toy getting a little bit almost tail happy there. As we approach the last 2 minutes 30 seconds of the race, I think everybody has settled into their final positions. John de Toy first place, Adrian Nel second place, Jean-Pierre Sellier third place, Richard Sellier fourth. Almost sounds like the BMW of Richard is busy winding down because it knows the race is almost over. Mornay de Toy in fifth, Renando Berger sixth, Donovan seventh, and Willie van Wyk to get to their cars in the pit lane. Donovan in seventh, and unfortunately Willie van Wyk with a disqualify. I wonder if Willie did not maybe exceed the amount of allowed track limits. As we said earlier, Willie is still a new driver. He's very new to ACC. Tonight is the most time that he's spent on ACC in the entirety of his ACC career. So, but don't worry, we'll get him there. We'll get him there. I promise you, it's definitely not the last time that you see Willie van Wyk.
Okay, the leader is on the final
So
lap.
yeah,
Give it all you can.
last lap now. Something to note: all of the guys here run their own open setups. They can put in as much fuel as they want, as little fuel as they want. They can adjust their cambers, their toes, their everything. You can literally adjust everything and anything on this car. The only thing that is done on our side, if you can see on the left hand side, some of the cars do have a handicap with 7 kilogram ballast, 6 kilogram ballasts, less 5 kilogram ballasts. That's just to even out the playing field. This balance of performance is not just put in because we decide that we like you or we don't like you. This is actually from Low Fuel Motorsport. So it is a well, how can I say, governed, controlled BOP that is put in by our survey administrators. And it's not person specific, it's vehicle specific. So yeah, there we have it. First place, John de Toy. Second place, where's our second place now? Adrian Nel. Third place, Jean-Pierre Sellier. Fourth place, Richard Sellier. Adrian was definitely overcooking it a bit because now Richard has also managed to pass him. Fifth place, Mornay de Toy with that lovely yellow, green, black Lambo. Sixth place, Renando Berger. Unfortunately, seventh place, Donovan van Mark. Eighth place, Willie van Wyk. There we have it. Thanks a bunch for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully. I believe we will.